So hello dear students, today we will study about Euler equations to study the rotational motion of a rigid body. So consider a rigid body rotating with the angular velocity omega vector about its axis of rotation. So for a set of principal axes angular momentum is given by as we are dealing with a set of principal axes, so product movement of inertia will be 0. So we will be having only three components of movement of inertia: Ix, Iy, Iz. So we mark this as equation number 1. So angular momentum is given by equation number 1 for a rigid body rotating with angular velocity omega under a set of principal axes. So take its derivative. So Ix is constant. So we apply the product rule on this first function, second function. So it is derivative of first, second as such, first as such, derivative of second. So if we separate the terms, so we mark this as equation number 2. So as we know that V is equal to omega cross R, so we can write this as velocity dr by dt. So from here we get the operator. It is of the form d by dt omega cross. So here we can write anything, any vector. So applying this on I cap, we will get on j cap, on k cap, so substituting all these values here, so we will get So here value of d I cap by dt, it will be omega cross I cap. Similarly for next terms, iy omega y omega cross j cap, iz omega z omega cross k cap. So this can be written like ix I cap j cap k cap plus, so this we can write like omega cross, this is a scalar, we take it with this term ix omega x I cap. Similarly omega cross common, it is iy omega y j cap iz omega z k cap. And what is this? This is our L vector. So we can simplify the above equation as ix d omega x by dt I cap iy d omega y by dt j cap iz d omega z by dt k cap omega cross L. So we mark this as equation number 3. So from here we try to find the value of omega cross L. So it is I cap j cap k cap omega x omega y omega z lx ly lz omega x omega y omega z, it is ix omega x iy omega y iz omega z. So when we try to find the cross product, so it will be omega y iz omega z minus omega z iy omega y I cap omega z ix omega x omega x iz omega z j cap omega x iy omega y omega y ix omega x k cap. So it will be, if we take something common from here, it will be minus omega y omega z iy minus iz I cap omega x omega z iz minus ix j cap minus omega x omega y ix minus iy k cap. So we mark this as equation number 4. Also dl by dt, it can be written as tau, it is tau x tau y tau z, three components of torque as rate of change of angular momentum, can be written as torque. So from 3, 4 and 5, combining all these equations, so it is tau xi cap tau y j cap tau z k cap, it is ix d omega x by dt I cap iy d omega y by dt j cap iz d omega z by dt k cap. This is the first term, and then we add omega cross L from equation number 4. So we can write it like minus omega y omega z iy minus iz I cap omega x omega z iz minus ix j cap minus omega x omega y ix minus iy k cap. So comparing the coefficients of I cap, we will get tau x, it is ix d omega x by dt minus omega y omega z iy minus iz. Similarly, comparing coefficient of j cap, it is iy d omega y by dt. Here it is this part j cap omega x omega z iz minus ix. Tau z, it is iz d omega z by dt omega x omega y ix minus iy. And these equations are called Euler equations of motion for a rigid body, and these are very much similar to what you have studied in lower classes. The Newton law of motion for rotational motion. There we study the motion about one of the axes. So these terms, they cancel out there. D omega by dt will be alpha. So it is a expanded form of this. So this formula you might have studied in lower classes. Torque is equal to I alpha. So the Euler equations are the extended form when the rotation of the body is not along any of the coordinate axes, rather it is in a three-dimensional motion, is in a three-dimensional space about the principal axis. So it is a Euler equations are nothing but extension of Newton laws of motion for rotational motion of a body about a fixed axis. So solving this, we can find we can study the rotational motion of a body in three-dimensional space. So this is all for today. Keep in touch for next lectures. Thanks a lot.